Hi guys, hope you are doing well. By the way, Happy New Year to all my dear subscribers. Thank you for all your support. In this year, I'll try my best to make more videos. So coming back to the today's topic, in the previous video, we have discussed about functors, how to use it, what are the disadvantages of functors. If you don't know particularly what is a functor, I please recommend you to watch the previous videos. So to overcome the disadvantages of the functor, we have lambda functions, and our today's topic is also same, the lambda functions or expressions. So in today's video, what we are particularly going to discuss is like what is a lambda function, why we are going for lambda function, syntax of lambda function, all the elements in the lambda function, how to use it, and disadvantages of the lambda function. So coming back to the first question, what is a lambda function? Generally, a lambda function is nothing but it is an unnamed functor. So we know what is a functor. Generally, a functor is nothing but a class. To declare a functor, we definitely need to use the class. And you all know that the class must and should have a name. So in a simple way, lambda function looks like a normal function without a function name. In detail you can understand about it when we discuss about the syntax of lambda functions. So going to the next question, why we are going for lambda functions? Why? What is the main reason for lambda functions? Problem. Why? What is the main reason is disadvantages of the functor. Problem with functor is, so generally if you want to declare a functor, we need to declare a class and we need to have a state of it and we need to use the operator overloading function. So for these all things we need extra code. It occupies some extra lines and extra part of the code. So to overcome these disadvantages, to reduce the length of the code and to reduce without any class, we use lambda functions. The advantages of main lambda function is there is a no class, there is a less code, no operator overloading, and directly logic. So the next question is syntax of lambda function. Syntax of lambda function. So in the syntax of lambda function, you can see the syntax here. So there are three parts here in the syntax. The first is capture, and then parameter, and then return type. So don't get panicked by seeing this capture. I'll explain it clearly. So next part comes with from here you see parameters and the return type. So parameters are nothing but like I'll explain you detailedly from the code. So I have written the code here. So assume that this is a function and here you have a main part. You have declared a variable int a and b, and you're calling the function here a add a comma b. So you're passing the parameters a, b in this function, and you're receiving it as a actual parameters. Now you're returning it. You're doing operation on c plus d, and it is successful, and you'll print it. So first we'll check it. What you'll get the output. You're passing a b here. You're taking it as a actual parameter, and you're adding it c plus d. So C plus D is nothing but here A plus B. You're passing it here. 10 plus 20, you will get output. So if you execute it, you're getting the output as 30. So, so this is okay. This is normal in C language, C places. This is normal. But if you want to utilize this M in this function, suppose you think that you want to add M here. Like think that M and place. You want to do the operation with M also, but you're not passing it in the parameters. You're not passing M here and you're not receiving it, but you want to do operation here. What happens actually? You'll get the error because it is not in this scope. M was not declared. So if you want to, no, I'm removing it. If you want to use the M here, what you can do, you need to write this M in globally, or you need to write this total function in the main part. But it is not possible. Writing the function in the main is not possible. So what can you do? If you want to access this M in this function, then comes lambda function, lambda expression. In this lambda expression, what actually happens is, see, I'll explain you it here. I'm uncommenting it. So I have said you. Now you can see the syntax of lambda function in the way. Like what I have said, this is the captcha, this is the parameters, and this is the return type. And you need to end the every syntax, you need to end the every lambda expression or lambda function with semicolon because it is you assume it as an expression. Every expression need to end it with semicolon. Okay. Now you think that this is the lambda expression. You forget about this auto and everything. I will explain you. Now think this is the lambda expression. Now this m is nothing but the captcha. Inside the capture, your writing is m. So if you write the m here, this you can use this m in this function. You're not passing it in the actual parameters, but you're using the m here so that your code successfully runs. Now see, I'll show you what actually happens. Now in the case of add, I'm using this f. Why I'm using f? Because Without this, I have said you that lambda expression don't have any name, right? Without name, you can execute that function. But if you, I'm giving name here, like equals to, like this expression is equals to f. Like I'm storing this expression in the f, and I'm calling this expression using f. Because assume that you have declared a function pointer and you're calling the function pointer using the add function. What you will do, you will give the address of the add to the function pointer, you will call it to the function pointer. You assume it in the same way. Like f is like a function pointer, and you're calling this lambda expression using the function pointer. And this by f, you're calling this function pointer. You're calling this. And why we am writing this here auto? Because as f is a variable, you're storing this expression in a f. And auto is nothing but the data type of the variable. Now I'm calling this f, I'm passing a and b values, and you're collecting it here. And this m is not passed in actual parameters, but you're using it. You'll not get any error. Now let's see what happens actually. See, you're not getting any error, and the output. See, you're getting 60 because you have passed A and B, 10, 20 plus and 30 plus 30 plus 30. This is 60. So you used here M because you didn't get any error because this is the main use of lambda function. The main use of lambda expression is without without passing the variable inside the actual parameter and using it. How you can use it? Using the capture. You write the expression in the capture so that you can use it and you don't get any error. That is the main use. So here you understood now how it comes to capture, parameters, and return type. The function body, you understood it. The next thing comes is elements of lambda function. So in the elements of lambda function, the main elements are like capture list, then comes parameters list, then comes return type, and then the body. So first we'll think about capture list. So the main part in the lambda expression or lambda function is capture list. So if you want to get detail in capture list, I'll explain it through the code. So this is the code. Forget about this commented section. So think about only this code. Now I have declared a lambda expression here and I have assigned that expression to the variable by value. BVAL is the variable and it is of type auto. It is of auto type. Now I'm capturing A in this expression and I'm printing it. See out A by value. So now I need to get the output as 2. See, I'm executing it. I don't get any error. And the output is 2 by value. Why did I get it? Because I'm executing it here. See, I have captured it in the capture list A and I'm executing it. I have got the A. Now, if I want to modify the A value, now think you have captured this A in the capture list. Now I want to modify it. Now assume that I'm I'm uncommenting it, this A. See now this A value is previously was 2 here. And now you're modifying it as 10. Now I want to execute the code. See, I'm getting error because A is a read only value. So whatever the value you capture it, the value you capture it is only the read-only value. You can't modify it because it is stored in read-only data segment. You can't modify it. It is only a read-only value. So if you want to modify a value which is captured, then you need to use it in this way. See, I'm commenting this. Let's comment with this. See now this. Now I want to modify the value a equals to 10. I have modified it. This is allowed because I have written here the keyword mutable. Now in C++ you know that in a constant a variable can be modifiable in a constant data member function. In a constant data member function you can modify a variable when you use the mutable keyword. So same here also if you write a mutable keyword you can modify the variable. Now a equals to 10. Previously a was 2 here and I have modified it using 10. Now I can execute it. See, by executing it, now see I am commenting it. Wait for few times. Just one second. Insert. I am modifying it. Now I am calling this value. Call. Now this is by value mutable. So this is the by value mutable code. Okay. This is by value mutable code. Now I am executing it. See. So sorry. See. A equals to 10. Oh, sorry. Because I did not comment it here. See now what I have done, I have captured the A and I have modified it. Before it we got the error. Why it got the error? Because it is only read-only value A here. But here we can modify here by using mutable keyboard. By writing mutable, we can modify the keyboard here. See now I'll execute the code. Now there are no errors, and the output. See now you're getting 10 by 10 by value using mutable keyboard. Now you have modified the value. How can you modify it? Before it was 2 and you have modified it because you're using mutable keyboard. And is there any another way by modifying the value? This is the way. You need to pass the reference of the value. So now assume that, see, now I am modifying it. See, so this is by reference value. So what actually first you have done, you have passed it through value, and by value passing, you have modified it by using mutable keyword. And if again there is another way to modify the value, then this is allowed. Like you're passing the reference of the A and you're modifying it. By passing reference of the A, you're modifying it. Mutable is not much preferable. Most of the people don't use it. Most preferable in the coding is reference value. By using the reference, you are modifying it. So now let's check it. Before that, I'll call that function here down. See, this is called by, and I'm commenting. This is by reference function. I'm calling it, and this function will be above by reference function. Okay. Now I'll execute it. See, we have got the output like 10 by reference. By reference, we have modified the captured value. We have captured A here and we have captured using reference and we have modified it. Before it was 2 and we have modified it by 10. We got the output as 10. So now you can understand that we have passed the capture by value and it is not modifiable. If you want to modify, we use the mutable keyword here. And if there is another way, we have passed the capture value through reference. Now we have used it, we have modified it. We have successfully done it. Now assume that there are assume that uh, there are multiple values. You want to modify the value in a multiple way. Like you want to capture a value in a multiple way, like A and B. Both are there. You have written here A and B, and you captured it here. Both A and B. You have captured A in the form of reference and B in the form of value. So B is not modified because only value you have passed it, and A you can modify it because you have passed it through reference. See, A you can pass it through reference, and B is I have modified it. We can't modify B because it is not error. We have captured by value. So I have commented it here. And now we can check the here. First I will uncomment it. See the mix function where we are passing the multiple values. This is the mix function. This mix function is here. We are passing it like this. We have passed two values here. We have passed two values. And if you want to pass multiple values through capture, so this is the way. See, 10 comma 3 mixture capture. So if there are multiple values, you need to capture it. So this is the way mixture value. Now assume that this is good. You have passed the capture, you have captured the value, you have modified it into two ways, and again you have passed two values to capture two values. Assume that you want to capture the multiple values. Now assume that here you have written there are many ways like int. There are many values you have written here. Many variables, int, float, double, many values you have here. More than 30 or more than multiple number of values. Just that there are hundreds of values. But you want to use it in a function. You can pass it in a actual parameters. But without passing it in actual parameter, but you want to capture it. What is the way? So this is the way actually. What is the actual way? So this way is like, see now I'll use it. So inside the capture, if you write equals to operator, all the variables which are present above the capture. So now we have A and B variables. Now assume that you have C, D, multiple variables. I have declared it here, and I want to use it in the lambda expression. But I can pass it in the parameters also. That's not the thing. The main use is in the lambda expression by usage of capture. How to capture the value and how to use it without passing in the parameter. So if you want to access the multiple variables in the capture. See now here I have used A variable and I have used B variable, but I didn't capture it here in the capture section. I have used only equals to operator. So the main use is to use multiple values in the capture, we need to write equals to operator. If you write equals to operator, what are the variables present about the capture? You can are all the variables can be accessible in the function. Now I am executing this. See, now I'm commenting this mix function, and I'm commenting it all by value. This is all by value. This function is like all by value. You are capturing all values, or capturing all values about the lambda expression by value. Now I'm executing it. Now I'm getting 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Both A and B values I have captured it. A and B values I have captured it here in the value section. But I didn't capture it in the capture section. Only equals to I have written, and all the values which are present above the lambda expression I have captured it and I have used it. Now suppose you think that okay, you are all the variables you have captured. You want to modify all the values. Whatever the values you are using it, you want to modify it. What is the use? Same. Whatever, however, the way we pass the values in the however we pass the values in the capture like using reference operator. If you write only this ampersand symbol in the capture variable in the capture section, you can modify all the values. This A and B you have modified it. You can see it here. See, now I am uncommenting it and now I'm calling this function. See, this function is all by reference. Now you have captured all the values, all the variables which are present above the lambda expression or lambda function by writing this only one operator like ampersand. Every every variable can be modified here. Before A was 2 and B was 3. Now I am declaring it as 10 and 30 and I am printing the output. See now. See, you're getting 10 and 20 as the output in reference. Now, so this is the way. If you want to, so what I have explained here, we have by value. So let's see. So in the lambda expression in the capture list, we have passed the by value, but we can't modify it. If you want to modify it, we need to use by reference, and in the another way by using mutable keyword. But it is not preferable. Only by reference is only the preferable. If you want to you capture the values, multiple values which are above the lambda expression, then you need to use uh, equals to sign, equals to operator. But okay, you have used it equals to, but you want to modify all the values present above the capture, multiple values, not only the value of one or two values, multiple values. If you want to modify it, then you need to use only reference ampersand symbol in the capture list, so that whatever the values variables present above the lambda expression can be modifiable. Now the next come is parameters list. Parameters is nothing but simple. In every function you have parameters. The whatever the variables you pass in the function call like actual formal parameters, and you'll receive it in a formal way in the function definition. So this you know it. This is not much. You can understand it. Now it comes return type. So return type is nothing but like int, bool, float, and everything. So make you clear understand about the return type. I have one code here. See, this is the return type. Now assume that this is the function. So this is again the lambda expression. This is from here and assigning the lambda expression to the variable which is auto type. Now I am returning a variable. So now here I have captured the a variable in the lambda expression. I have captured the a expression and I am returning a. What is the return type of a? A is integer type, so I have written here. So the syntax is like we need to declare an arrow here, hyphen and arrow and integer. So now I will get the output. But if see, now this is the way. Now let's execute it. So we don't have any errors. Now we have got the 10 value because you have passed captured the 10 value here in the capture list and you are returning A. Now assume that if I don't write any return type, is it possible? Without return type, can I get the value? Let's check it. There is no error. Means we can write it. You have got the output as 10. So then what is the use? Without writing any return type also we are getting the output. Then why we need to write output? So the main use is, if you assume the main use is, see the main use is, now you are returning a value. Now you are returning a value A. A is an integer type. It will return in the integer format. But if you want to return any value in the form any value in the form of another data type, like assume it as bool. If you want to return it in the form of bool, so A is an integer format, but you are forcing the compiler. You are telling the compiler that to return it in the form of bool value. Now a is what is the value is a? A is equals to 10. Now it is a true value. Any non-zero value is true in the blue format. So now when we execute it, we have got one here. We have got one here. Why we got one? Because a is a true value. A equals to 10 here. That's why you have got true value. Now assume that I have written 0 here. Now what you are returning a here. What is a? A is 0. Now what will get the output? As it is a boolean expression, you will get false because any 0 value is equals to false. Now you will get it as a 0 output. See, true value is 1 and false value is 0. In false value, you have got 0. So in this way, without return type also you can write it. But if you want to force something, any data type to change it, typecast it or to change it into another data type, this is the main reason to write the return type. And this is the main thing. So return type you have got it, you have understood about the return type, and the body is nothing but same like the inside this statement, like as usual normal function. In every function you have the normal function and body. And after body you need to declare a semicolon. Semicolon is must and should. Without semicolon it does not, it gives you error. Okay. Like in previously we have said about lambda expression, how to assign it to a variable, how to call it through that variable, that expression, what is the syntax and everything. Now how to use it, like how to use like normal function or like special function. Let's discuss about it. So the first way, like normal function, how to use the lambda function like normal function. Let's discuss it in the form of the code. See, I'm opening here one page. See, here I have it. See, here first assume that this is a normal function int add, which accepts two integer arguments and which return type is integer. So now here I have declared here a function pointer. I think you know about function pointer. This function pointer is, this is a pointer. Sum is a pointer. Sum is a function pointer which can point to a function which can accept two integer arguments and returns only integer type. This function pointer sum can point only to this function, this type of functions. Like even if it is add, subtract, or whatever the function it is, it accepts two integer arguments and it returns one integer argument. So this function pointer can point to that function pointer. Now what I have done to this sum function pointer, I have given the address of the add function. Name of the function is nothing but the address of the function. So here the name of the function is add. So now I have written add here and assigned it to the sum function pointer. Now the sum function pointer, this function pointer is pointing to this particular function. Okay. Now what I have done, I have called it add function to this sum function pointer. Sum of 1 comma 2. This automatically calls the add function. And I have called in general way also. Both ways I have used it add function. Now let's check it actually what happens. Let's check the output. I have called through the function pointer. I have called it to the normal way. Now let's check it what we will get the output actually. See, there are no errors. Now let's check the output. See, 3, 3 we got it. Why did we get 3, 3? Because we have passed 1 comma 2. And it add of 1 comma 2, 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. We have called it to function pointer and we have called it to add a function also, 1 comma 2. Both in both cases we got 3. So this is the normal case. But what is the use of this using lambda expression in a normal function? So you can use the lambda expression also as a normal function but without the capture. You need not to write anything in the capture but you need to use the lambda function. You can use it as a normal way. How can you use it? Now this is the lambda expression. We did not write anything in the capture and we have assigned it to the variable. With this variable q, I will call the function, this function. How I am calling? See, now I will use it. See, let me comment it first. Let me comment this function. Now see, now here I have declared the expression lambda expression. Now I have assigned it to the variable q. Now I am calling it through the q. See, in the previous case, we have declared a function pointer. I have called it through the function pointer, add function. Now here I am calling this function using q, this lambda expression using q. Now let's check what will get the output. See here I have passed 10 comma 20 here. What I will get 10 plus 20 return, I will get 30 output. Now check what happens. Yeah. See, we got the output as 30. Why did we get 30? We have passed two integer arguments 10 comma 20. It takes 10 comma 20 here in the parameters list, and it returns by adding two 10 comma 20. It returns it. But the main reason is we need not to add the capture. If you add the capture, that is not the main use, right? To use it in the normal way, you need not to add the capture list. If you add it the capture, then it is a special function like lambda expression. So in this way, you can use it in a normal function. Now let's check it. Now, how to check this function will work? It is a normal function or not? I have declared a variable and I called it to this variable, but we need to check it, right? But will this lambda expression works as a normal function or not? Now, what I am doing is here. Now, here I have declared the function pointer, right? For this function pointer, I am declaring the lambda expression. See, this is the lambda expression. Check. Now, I will comment it first. Sorry, let's wait. I'm commenting it. I'm commenting it, and here I'm uncommenting it. This section. See this section. Now what actually I am doing is this sum is a function pointer. Where I have declared, here I have declared. What this function pointer do? It can point to the function or the expression which accepts the two integer arguments and which can return type is integer argument. Now what is this? This lambda expression is also accepting two integer arguments and it is returning something which can return only integer argument. See, here I have declared it. So this lambda expression I am assigning to the pointer, some pointer, which I have declared here. Now sum is a pointer. I am assigning the lambda expression to the pointer. I am calling the this lambda expression to the function pointer sum. Now this is the sum function pointer. Yeah, this is the some function pointer. I'm passing the two integer variables 4 comma 6. But the main thing is I'm not assigning any capture. I'm not using any capture. Capture is empty here because we are using it in a normal way, right? To use it in a normal and we are confirming it. We are testing it that is it you we can use it in a normal way in another way. How? By assigning the expression to this some function pointer. Now let's check it. This is the some function pointer. Through function pointer, I'm calling the lambda expression. I'm passing it. Now we will get the proper output or not. 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. Now we will get 10 or not. Let's check it. See, we got the output as 10. Why we got the output as 10? We passed 4 comma 6 here. In A and B we got it and we are returning A comma B. But we called it using main thing is function pointer. Previously we had declared the Q variable, but now we have assigned it to the pointer, function pointer, this function pointer, and we are calling it to this function pointer. So this is the case. See, we are done using normal function pointer, but the normal function pointer is possible only without capture. If capture is there, that is not a function pointer. That goes again lambda expression. In normal way, we have called this. Now to use it in a special function. How to use the lambda expression using a special function like capture. So to use it in a capture, I'll show you in another way. So I think it's expression 4. So see, so here what I have declared is I have declared integer variable and this is again a lambda expression. This C written A comma B is a lambda expression. I have assigned it to the variable f, which is type of auto I have declared it. Automatically detects the data type of that variable. So this f. Now what I have done, I have called it to the lambda expression. You know it. Previously also we have declared it, but I written here capture. What I have done, I have passed only two variables in the parameter list, but I am using C in the function. Normal function we can't use the C as I have taken C in the capture list and I am using it. So that is the main advantage of lambda function. So in through this way also we can use the lambda expression by calling the expression to the function by variable. The variable what I have declared. Now here I have declared it. I have used 10 comma 11. Now let's check it. What happens? No errors. Let's check the output. 41. Why did we get 41? Because a 10 comma 11 21 plus 20 41 we got the output we have captured here and we are using in this function we got the output. So this is the normal way, this is the special type function. We have used the lambda expression as a normal function, as a special function, and now the third one is somewhat like this inline algorithm. So in C++ you know inline function, right? Inline function is replacing the function at the particular space only, not going calling that particular function. The total function will be replaced wherever you call the function. So this is the inline function. So this lambda expression also can be called as an inline in an inline way. Like see, I'll explain it. Don't get panicked by seeing all these things. See, here I have declared a vector and I have assigned some variables 3, 2, 5, 3, 6 something. Now I have declared the status bool. It is equals to 3. The variable b1 is nothing is type of bool. It can accept only true or false. So I have declared here true. Now I'm printing these variables here e and l. So here I have called the sort function. You know the sort function, right? Generally it is in STL contained algorithm. Sort we can use it. It sorts all the vector elements. Generally sort is happens of two parameters. Sort takes two parameters like v dot begin and v dot end. To sort it in ascending order. But if you want to sort it in descending order, the third parameter is needed. In the previous video, what we had discussed, the third parameter, we have declared a functor here. We have given a functor or a function here, where it consists of class and we need the object and we need to declare the state like boolean and the operator overloading. Everything we have declared in this here. From here, from here to here, we have declared the class and functor. But here, what you can see, the size of the class there in the previous video is big, but here within 5 to 6 lines of the lines you have completed the lambda expression. What you are using it inline function, like directly you are using it here, like you are capturing the b1 here and you are taking it's taking two input arguments according to the boolean expression. The boolean expression true, according to that it returns if a is greater than or less than b, according to that it returns the boolean type. It returns the boolean type. It compares both. What it compares? It compares every element of this, like first two elements, then these two elements. According to that, it sorts in descending order or ascending order. And this total is one expression now. In previously, the length of this one expression is big because we have used their class, functors, and everything. But now it is small, and the expression is closed with the semicolon. So started here and ended here, semicolon. Now, by seeing this, if I want to reduce this also in a simple way. So now, in this way, what actually happens is now in one function we have used it in a different way. So let's check it. First, I will print it. How is it printing actually or not? I have commented this section. Don't think about it. Let's think about it. Now this sort function is working it or not. First, we need to check it right because I have given these variables and we need to sort it right in ascending or descending. Is it sorting or not? We need to check it. So for that, I am printing here after sorting also. Let's check it. Is it sorting or not? No errors. Good. See, first the expressions what I have declared the vector is 3, 2, 5, 6, 3. After that, it is sorting it descending order because the third argument what we are given is the lambda expression. Because of that, we are getting sorted descending order 6, 5, 4 like that. Now, because it is true, because according to the Boolean expression, it executes this function. It's true, right? If it is true, then it goes to, it executes this expression. So if it is false, then it doesn't execute. It doesn't go. It prints in ascending order. If it as it is true, we have declared it. So it is printing it in a descending order. If you have given a false, then it goes to this expression. And false, it goes to this expression and it prints in a descending order. So, so let's check it here false. See, now I'll give here false. It's printing in false or not. We'll check it. See, I have given here false. Now it need to print in ascending order. See, we have got it in ascending order. Previously, we have given true, we have got it in descending order. Now I have given false, so we got the output as descending order. So, in our own way, we have declared it. According to our result, that is the comparator, right? In our own way, we can declare it, whatever we want. So, what actually happens here is, in the sort function is looking somewhat little bit, right? So, what I'm going to do is, this lambda expression, I'm declaring it is somewhere, and I'm assigning a variable to it, and that variable I gonna write here, so that we can write it in a single statement. So, this thing I'll show you. See, here I have written it. Let me uncomment it. Let's comment it because again we don't know what type of problem we may get it. See now see the same lambda expression, the what I have written here, this expression I have written here, and what I have done, I have assigned it to the variable, auto variable. LAM is the variable. Now what I'm doing is, so this is the sort function, right? See, this is the sort function. For this sort function, now see this sort function in one line it's completed. This total expression. What I have done previously, this total lambda expression I have written here. But now the variable what I have assigned, what I have declared for this expression, that variable I have used here. Automatically, what happens? It takes this variable according to the capture. It internally takes everything. It does the operation according to the true or false what you have given. According to that, it prints. Now let's check it actually. Now I have given here false, right? Here I have given false. Now if it is false, then it should print in ascending order. Now let's check it. See, I have declared a variable and now I assigned lamb here. Now I am printing it. I am printing the variables. Now let's check it. But we are getting semicolon. Where we did give the semicolon. See, the for lambda expression we need to give the semicolon, right? This I have forgot it. Sorry. because every lambda function is an expression, right? So we need to give the semicolon. Without semicolon, it doesn't end. It will throw you the error. A dot out. See, this is the original vector, and we have got it in a sorted way. How did we do? Previously also we have got it here in the sorted way. Then what is the difference between previous and now? Previously we directly used here in the inline way. That is called the inline. Previously lambda expression we wrote here, but here also inline. But we are assigning the expression to the one variable, and we are writing that variable in the sort function so that it is in a simple way. So through this way we can do it directly inline algorithm. So the three ways we have to do it, like normal function, like special function, and inline algorithm. So next is alternative of auto keyword. Auto keyword, this is not much important because using auto is only much important. If you use other than auto, the code size will be increased and the length of the code will also be increased. But we need to discuss it, right? It's not much important, but we need to discuss it. So alternative of auto, how to use it? Rather than auto, how to declare a variable with what data type we need to use it. For that, you need to use function pointer. I have explained about you is a function pointer, how it works. To declare a function pointer, it works without capture. If you are adding a capture, function pointer doesn't work. Like normal function, you can use it. But by using function compared to auto slower, this is also another way. You can check it here. It's not that important to discuss it. And this is the another way is DCL declare type. This is also not much important. Generally, you use the auto. If you use the auto, this is a simple way. It takes the automatic data type. You assign it, will assign it, and you'll use it. If you use it in this way, the code and size, everything will be increased. So this is the main thing.